Okay, so far I see this. Hi everybody, it is April in April's craft room, and I am collabing with Dave, who is in his craft room, and we are going to make quilts. We spoke probably a month or so back. Well, actually it all started in Phoenix at QuiltCon, and I got to meet Dave in person.
Oh, never gonna do a video. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, April.
Hey, so nice to meet you.
Oh, thanks. It's nice to meet you too.
It was a lot of fun, and you know, we're practically related because I'm April's craft room and he's Dave's craft room, so he's like my brother, my quilting brother. So we decided that we were going to send one another a panel and some fat quarters. And then we're allowed to add one other background type fabric to our project. I told Dave to be prepared for floral, and he did not like that. So I was kind enough not to send him floral. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to give you any more hints about what I sent him. And actually what I sent him, I don't know that he was that excited about either. I thought it was great. So here I have the package from Dave. I'm kind of afraid to open it because he does very intricate, teeny tiny quilting. And he is more, he's a guy. He does masculine stuff with flannel and t-shirts and aliens and, you know, so I'm curious as to what is going to be in this package. And I have not opened it. See, I have not opened it because I wanted to get my reaction on camera when I did open it. Aww. Aww. So cute. Look, that just, oh, so sweet. Okay, here we go. Okay, so far I see this. Oh my, oh my. I should have known that it was gonna be some creature. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. It is a Bigfoot quilt. Yosemite National Park. I love it. I love it. And I love the fat quarters that he sent with it. Wow, he did a great job matching. Okay. So here, see, he sent me some floral. I cannot believe he sent me this much fabric. Maybe he said 2 or 3 yards. I bet I didn't hear it right. He's probably already got this done. Ah, there's the fat quarter. Very cool. They're batiks. These are really pretty. Okay, here we're getting to the fat quarters. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to come up with something good, aren't I? That's cool. Very cool. So, I'm going to have to put my thinking cap on. I'm excited. This is going to be fun. So I told you I was going to be using machines. And the first machine that I'm going to be using is my Go Big. You fold this out like so, and you feed this way. So here I have my Go Big plugged in. All right, we're gonna go with 1, 2, we'll do 4. So I'm going to fold my fabric. Now let's make sure we're on the same angle, and we are. I can just leave this here, fold it up a little, and I place this mat on top. Now I'm going to send this through. And here I have 4 5.5-inch squares, perfectly cut. So I am going to do that with the rest of my fabric, and then we are going to start making 4 patches. And here you can see once again how those seams match perfectly. All right, so here I want to press my 4 patch, and I'm going to start on the back. Now I need to make a decision. I know that this seam is going this way and this seam is going this way. I have to decide which way I want this seam to go. And it seems to be leaning towards this half of my block, so I'm just going to go with it. When I originally pressed these fabrics, I used Faultless spray, and that is what I like to use. It doesn't change the size of your fabric. It doesn't cause your fabric to shrink. It just makes it nice, flat, and easy to use, easy to cut. Because I want Bigfoot to look like he has traipsed across the quilt. What I'm doing is I'm cutting out feet, and I've placed them on the design wall. Now I need, I believe, 4 sets. And in order to do that, I'm using my Cricut Maker. So I found a design. I brought it into my Cricut Maker software. I uploaded it, and it traced around it. And now it is cutting out those feet for me. So I've got my fabric really well placed. I've, pressed it down on my mat. This is a new fabric mat, so I shouldn't have any issues. I'm going to show you how I do it. So my software is on my machine. The arrow is pointing. I have my rotary blade loaded, and then I wait for a minute, and then my Cricut says, my C for my Cricut. I press that, and away it goes. And just like that, I have Bigfoot feet. I'm going to sew these 4 patches together, and probably these. And then based on that, I can tell how many 4 patches I'm going to need there and how many I'm going to need here. And I may add some fabric around the border because we can add one other fabric. So let me go get the fabric I'm thinking of and show you. This is the fabric, and if you notice, on one side it's light and on the other side it's dark, so it's an ombre. So it goes from dark to light, back to dark. How cool is that? So I thought that would make a great border, but it also might make a great inner border so that I can keep my 4 patches full. If I have to cut them off, I'm okay with that, but it would be a nice break in between. Now I've got to say, when I got the coordinating fabrics that Dave sent me, I'm kind of like, I don't know, but look how good they look. It just brings out all the colors of the panel. So Dave, you are on it when it comes to color coordinating your fabric. Here you can see I've cut a 2-inch strip, and it doesn't go all the way down, but I have extra here that I can add to it. Mainly I just wanted to see how it was all going to get laid out. So I'm good on this row. However, here I am shy, and also up here. So I've marked so that I can see how far off I am. And at first I'm like, rah, but something popped into my head. This is an additional piece of fabric, or it's almost like a bandana that Dave sent me. Kind of fun. It has Dave written all over it. And I thought, you know what I can do? I can cut enough to fill this gap, and fill this gap, and fill this gap, and fill that gap. So now it is just a matter of figuring out what I need to add. Here we go. So, not only did I sew one of my top rows on my panel twice, I sewed the bottom row, and I'm not even supposed to do this because I need my orange strip. So I am going to show you another option for seam ripping. Yep, it's just been one of those days. Okay, I have a confession. I'm putting pins in because I don't want to mess it up again. So if you hear me scream, it's because, you know, I've gotten stuck, which always happens. Okay, now Bigfoot is a little crooked right now, but that will all work itself out. So I am going to pin because I want to be sure that I meet lines. What do you think? I think it turned out very nicely. Now, I cannot take credit because all I did was put all the fabrics together. I've got to give Dave all the credit on color matching. He did an excellent job. So, as you can see, I've put some footprints. I've put footprints right here. Right now, I just have them on with glue. And I decided I want to put one more foot here, and then I want another foot up here in this corner. Like, you know, he walked over here and now he's walking back. All right, so I'm gonna take this foot. Is this the one I want? Yes. All I'm using is Elmer's glue, the purple washable school glue. So when you wash your quilt, this glue will disappear. And this is on, you know, it'll be on long enough for me to applique these feet on. So I'm going to put it right here. Good thing about right here is if they didn't match exactly, it's covered up. All right, and then Bigfoot's going to have 5 toes, just like the rest of us. 2. I don't know why I'm counting them. They're all right here. Okay. So essentially he just took, you know, a walk around the edge of the quilt. Put this on here. And then I am going to, actually I'm going to have this foot go up because coming down it would look like his other foot should be over here. So it's actually easier to do this if you do it on a flat surface, which is where I put the other footprints. What do I want to call them? Footprints on. Okay, so I'm gonna put it right here. You know what? He's just covering up those spots for me that might not have been perfect. Okay, pinky toe. I really like how this turned out. This is awesome. Now, we being Dave and I, decided that we were going to donate these quilts. And Project Linus is a pet charity of mine. And Dave agreed, that was fine. Well, evidently, Project Linus is putting on a special event where the donated quilts are going to go to a fallen hero's child or family. And he reached out and said, you know, can we do that? And I'm like, absolutely. I'm all on board with that. Somebody who has given their life for our country, one of their children will receive this quilt, and I'm hoping they really love Bigfoot. Now, decisions have to be made. So let's get to quilting this thing. here he is in all of his glory. I really like the way it turned out. Every time I use my Grace 16X with automation, I learn something new. I have got to start quilting at least once a week because it keeps it fresh in my mind, and I need to get some more quilts done. So, you're going to see more quilting finishes from me. So what I did is I actually used my Unique 16X to put the footprints on, or to applique the footprints on this. And then I used an edge-to-edge design that are feet. They're really baby feet, but you know, he is Bigfoot, get it? So some of my edge-to-edge also went over my appliquéd feet, which I'm okay with. One day I will learn how to exclude an applique from the edge-to-edge, but that's going to take some time. So I love it. It looks great. I am hoping that there is a kid who's just going to love it as much as I do. Let's look at the back. So here you can see it's kind of a berry batik, and I thought it went well with like these flowers here. So, and the thread that I used, which is a pomegranate, it's a finesse thread, and it's variegated because, you know, I love my variegated thread. It really doesn't show up back here, which I'm fine with. So there you go. Dave, I hope that you like what I did with what you sent me. It was a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to donate it to the child of a fallen hero. Now, I did some research, and I think that what you're talking about is called Snowball Express. So I think this might be a donation like at Christmas time. There's an actor, Gary. I think he played in Forrest Gump. He was the lieutenant, Forrest Gump's lieutenant or something, and he lost both his legs in the movie. So I believe it is his charity that works with Project Linus in order to get your quilt donated. So we'll be following up with that, but I'm really excited to make that donation. So there you go. Dave, I hope that we can do another collab. This has been a lot of fun. I had a whole lot of fun making this. I like how it turned out. I will also put a link in the description below to Dave's craft room, where he took a panel that I sent him with, 2 fat quarters because I evidently was being stingy, and he made a quilt, and I'm excited to see what he made because we haven't shared what we've made. Fun. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Eat some chocolate and be kind to everyone. And if you haven't subscribed and you're not opposed to subscribing, it doesn't cost you anything, go ahead and subscribe and click the like button and do all the things. That gets my channel more push from the algorithm out to the masses. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye. She's just mad at me. Why is that? She gets right under my feet, and I don't realize that she's there. Yeah. She's such a sweet kitty. I'm sorry, Maxine.